Hey, CineStalker back here in a video. This video right here, it's me the movies I watched, last week or so. Some of my DVDs and Blu-rays I just got recently. So I'm gonna discuss these, my reviews of these flicks right here. So yeah, let's get down to it. Nice little stack of goodies right there. So let's get the show on the road right about now. Alright, first up here, brought to you by Wild Eye Releasing and MVD Entertainment, is this one right here, Rebel Scum. Check that out. It's pretty much about this band called the Dirty Works, and they're from like Knoxville, like the Bible Belt of the country, and it's it's like a white trash punk rock band, and the frontman Christopher Scum, and it kind of like shows him throughout the course of a couple years of like all of the dysfunction and the things he goes through. He has like a mental problem. He's a former addict, and he still is kind of an addict. Still does drugs and things like that. And some of the members of his band, like the guitarists, they're all like getting high, and they always get crazy drunk, and it kind of affects their performances and shows because really no one goes to their shows that much. And they do concerts, like little local clubs. Plus, it's like the music, it doesn't really fit the scene that much or where they're from. It's like the Bible Belts of the society of where they perform music at. It doesn't really like this kind of music. There's only a select amount of people that watch this band. And they get like, they show like the clubs where they play at. They only get like, sometimes like 5 people watch them perform live. But it's a really interesting documentary. You can see he's all blade up right there. The frontman, Christopher Scum. And he just shows him like he gets the microphone, bashes on his face. And then after that, you see him like shooting up drugs, and he's getting like way drunk, and the rest of the band gets crazy drunk. It's kind of like a weird, interesting thing to watch. It's just like this. You kind of watch the self-destruction of this band, and you kind of root for them to kind of make it, but then they kind of don't. It's like a weird thing. It's like a kind of interesting documentary. Like if you like the documentary Anvil, I think you'll find this kind of fascinating. Like, and it's just a kind of an interesting documentary. They all like argue and crap like that, and get into fights, but it is kind of an interesting thing just to watch. But yeah, Rebel Scum, I thought it was pretty interesting, so I would recommend definitely check it out if you like this, if you like rock documentaries, if you like the documentary Anvil, you'll definitely enjoy this. It's yeah, pretty fun watch right here. All right, next up right here by Arrow Video and MVD Entertainment is Requisite right there, spaghetti western, directed by Carlo Lezioni, and stars the guy on the cover right there, Lou Castell. And he's raised to be a pacifist by a priest because he's orphaned because, like, at the beginning of the movie, his whole family and part of his town is massacred by these Confederates, by a crazy Gatling gun. They play, like, undercover, and then, like, they have, like, the ceremony. And then after that, while they're partying, he just get massacred right there, and it's crazy, like, messed up thing. So after that, he's orphaned, and he's raised by this priest. But then after that, after like when he's older, he's getting raised by this preacher, his stepsister runs away from home, so they go to look for her. And in the process of doing that, on the hunt, while they're looking for her, they come across all these crazy people and situations, and he realizes he's like an expert marksman, like expert sharpshooter, and an expert thrower of knives. He's kind of has like this innate ability to like this instinct to do that and to carry on these acts. Like he has like this innate ability to kill people in a sense. And even when he's drunk, he just goes around. He's still a damn good killer and shooter while he's drunk. So he just has this innate ability to do that. While so it's kind of crazy. He doesn't realize that, but he realizes that after he's on the pursuit for looking for his missing sister who ran away from home. And then throughout the course of the movie, he realizes stuff from his past that comes up into the present. And all these crazy things happen right there. It's kind of interesting plot twist sort of at the end. But yeah, really, pretty cool movie. I'm not a gigantic Western fan, to tell you the truth. But this one's pretty damn well done. Shot really nice. Here's the back of it right there. Not a whole lot of features on this, but the ones they have are pretty damn nice. Like there's a couple of cool interviews on this. Transfer looks great on Blu-ray. But yeah, like if you like spaghetti westerns, you'll definitely enjoy this. I'll show you what the reverse of the cover looks like right now. Here's what it looks like inside. Just open it up. There's the Blu-ray. There's a little booklet right there. I just took out the DVD, and here's like the reversible cover art. You get the original right there. And both covers look really good. Like I was like reading the Bible right there, because he's conflicted because he is raised to be a preacher, but he also is an expert shooter too. As you can see right there with the gun, the 6-shooter, and a dead body that he just killed. But yeah, pretty damn well made movie right there. Not bad. Pretty cool spaghetti western. I definitely enjoyed it, even though some parts of it were kind of slow, I thought. But other than that, pretty well made. Just because I'm not a gigantic Western fan, but But if you're a big-time Western slash spaghetti Western fan, you'll definitely enjoy this. Arrow Video did an awesome job putting this out. Definitely check it out if you're a fan of those kind of movies. All right, next up here from Slasher Video and brought to you by Olive Films, Death Nurse. The funny, in my way, kind of funny. It's not meant to be funny, but I think it's kind of funny and kind of crappily done, shot on video, horror cult classic right here, Death Nurse. Directed by Nick Millard. Starring the woman on the cover right there, Priscilla Alden. Like I said, it's shot on video, so don't expect some awesome, clear quality production with this. It's just like pretty much like a home movie, old school 80s video camera kind of look to this kind of thing. But pretty much the story takes place with her and her brother. They run this kind of weird like hospital thing at their house. They take on these patients, and they bring these people in there, and after a while they just pretty much kill them, and they collect money from like the Social Security. It's just kind of a weird, they get funded through that. It's just kind of a weird, strange kind of movie. Kind of hard to follow because it's kind of pretty much kind of crappily done. Really bad cuts in this movie. It's not that great of a movie, to be honest, but it's enjoyable in the way where it's just like this nostalgia kind of thing because it's so badly done. You kind of just watch it because it's just like fascinating. It's only like an hour long. There's a couple of weird scenes in this movie kind of stick out in my head. Like one of them is where like the beginning of the movie and like the first 5 minutes to get the doctor, her brother in the movie, he just buries a body in the backyard, and from that shot it goes into the house where he's eating ice cream, like an old box of ice cream, an old carton box of ice cream, and he just eats it and puts it in and scoops it in the bowl, eats it, scoops it in the bowl for like, I swear, like a minute just doing that. It's like this longest scene in the world of ice cream. And there's also a weird part of the movie too where they get a heart to do an operation, and the cat takes the heart and starts eating it, and they chase around the cat around a table for like, it has to be like over a minute. It is so ridiculous. They're like, hey kitty, kitty, hey kitty, come on kitty, hey kitty, kitty, come on kitty. There's this repeat the same damn dialogue for like a minute, over a minute, and it's so badly done. It's like, I can't believe this stuff actually got made. It's like a bad home movie. And it's like it was made at a house, but I don't know if they want to make the house look like a hospital, because you can just tell it's like it's at a house, and it's just really badly done. It's a sort of, it looks like a homemade movie you would make back when you were a kid or on the weekend. That's pretty much what was made, probably for like $20. But it was interesting in a way because it's so strange. And here's like the back of it. A lot of features on this thing. You got commentary, interviews with the director, different perspectives of the movie. But yeah, it's loaded up right here. Surprisingly, this thing got loaded up with a lot of extras on it. So it's pretty damn cool. And if you're a VHS collector out there, you definitely know about this movie, Death Nurse. Pretty hard one to get. And the videotape for this thing is like 60 to $80. So it's really cool. It's on DVD now, and you can get this and add to your collection if you like this kind of shot on video stuff, which I kind of do. I don't mind it. I do enjoy it for its nostalgia, low budgetness. I do enjoy that right there. So if you're a fan of that kind of stuff, I definitely recommend checking this out. Pretty fun, weird watch. Don't expect anything amazing, but it was pretty entertaining in a way. Next up here too, by Olive Films, is Death Nurse 2 right there. Can't have one without the other. So Death Nurse 2, how to get that thing right there. Pretty much the same kind of story as part 1 right there. And it takes place, part 1 takes place right after this one right here. So it starts off right from there, and it's just the same kind of quality. It's like nothing really amazing. It's badly done. It's just like a strange kind of movie. I don't know how they even made a part 2 of this thing. It's like her and her brother at the same house doing the same kind of things with patients, performing these like strange operations on these like social service kind of people, like homeless people and former addicts. They kind of just they get money through that, and but they're obsessed with killing people. Like this, they're not really good at performing their job of being surgeons, and they just kill people pretty much. And she hacks him up with a meat cleaver and things like that. It's just kind of really weird. It's kind of a strange thing. Here's like the back of it also. Really cool. I like the picture right there with her holding a butcher knife. And this thing's loaded up too. There's commentary. There's a really good interview with the director, Nick Millard. He explains the making of this movie and the first one, and how we get distribution for it and raise money for it, and like during like the video age back in the 80s. So that was pretty damn cool and interesting right there. I definitely enjoyed that. There's a short little film on this thing with the director on it, like a little short they made like a year or two ago. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, if you like Death Nurse, these kind of movies, definitely check them out. They're not for everybody. Don't expect high quality right here. No glitz and gloss. You just get grimy shot on video kind of stuff. But I like it. It's very nostalgia, feel to it. very 80s right here. So if you're a fan of that kind of thing, definitely check these out. Pretty damn fun watches, and in a weird way, they kind of just are to me. Just fun, some fun crap right here. That's all it is. Next up here, another horror flick from all the films right there, and slasher video is Killer Workout. I've been wanting to watch this for a long time. Also known as Aerobicide right there from back in the day. Man, this is my first time watching this, and it was freaking awesome. I really enjoyed it for the low budgetness of it was. I really liked it. Directed by David A. Pryor. He also did Deadly Prey, and his brother's in this movie, Ted Pryor. And some of the people from Deadly Prey that are in this movie also, like some of the actors you'll recognize, are in both of these movies, which I thought was pretty hilarious and pretty interesting right there. Pretty much starts off with this girl getting the movie. She's a model, and I'm not sure what the hell's going on. She gets this weird message on her phone that she has a shoot coming up. So she goes to this tanning salon to look good for the shoot the following day. And she goes in this gigantic, crazy, elaborate tanning bed, like the biggest elaborate tanning bed I've ever seen. She goes in this thing, and she closes it down, and just crazy accident happens. You see this gigantic fire happen in the tanning bed while she's in it. Pretty cool effect right there, the way it looked. These sparks and flames are coming out while she's getting burned inside the tanning bed right there. That's what the movie starts off as. And after that, and this mysterious burning at the tanning salon happened at this workout club right here. So it's like a public relations nightmare at this club of this mystery death kind of thing. But after that, though, you get this movie takes place like like months later or something like that, and you get this awesome killer music in this thing. Like that's some of the best 80s music I've ever heard is in this damn movie with these songs. Starts off with this one song performed by Donna DeLaurie, and she says the name of the song is "Only You Tonight." And the song just fits in your head. It's like "Only You Tonight," and it just keeps on repeating itself. And it's just like this awesome synthesizer beat. Just a freaking awesome killer song. I really liked it. And you get this part they're just playing that damn song, and you get these chicks. They're all like wearing these like scantily clad aerobic workouts with like big boobs and like small ass like little tights and things like that. So they're pretty much doing they're like gyrating and stuff like that. Kind of is going like that, doing that kind of thing. And you can just totally tell it's just doing this like pretty much for sexual purposes only to show that they're moving their hips, doing like these doggy style positions and things like that while doing their 80s style aerobic workout right here. It goes on for like 5 minutes. I am not kidding with that song. It is awesome. But then after that killer workout, there's a mysterious death that happens with like this one chick's taking a shower, and she gets poked in her neck and her face with a gigantic clothespin, like a yarn needle, kind of like a big yarn pin, like a baby pin. She just gets stabbed with it everywhere, and all these like mystery deaths happen throughout this club, this workout club. In the coming days to come, strange people die and get killed while they're in their workout attire and other kind of things. Just a kind of a weird, interesting movie. I really enjoyed it. And the owner of this workout club, her name is Rhonda, and she's getting investigated by the cops. And she's kind of like this hard to deal with boss because she really takes her job so seriously. And the cops suspect her of things, and there's like this kind of weird thing going on throughout the movie of her and the cops and her in the club, and she's obsessed with this damn club right here. There's like all these like weird deaths that happen in the movie, but they got this awesome 80s soundtrack in this thing. Like the songs of this thing are worth the price at admission to buy this movie. The songs are great. They fit the movie perfectly. I definitely recommend this. If you love 80s horror, cheesy stuff, low budget, awesome flicks, definitely get Killer Workout. It is awesome right here. Awesome stuff right here. Some pretty cool features. Not a whole ton of features on this thing. And don't expect a great transfer either. The transfer of this thing is just pretty much like videotape quality. There's nothing really sharp quality about this. It's not like Blu-ray crazy quality. So you're pretty much getting like a VHS kind of print of the movie on Blu-ray, pretty much. But it's still damn cool to have because it's kind of a hard one to get. It was never really released. It was only on videotape for years. That was kind of hard to find too. So it's cool that they actually have a proper release of this thing now, because before we can only get it on bootlegs at horror conventions. But definitely a fun watch right here. Pretty much a poor man's Death Spa is what this is, like to say. That's pretty much what it is. If you watch Death Spa, and that's not a crazy movie either, like for quality. This is pretty much a poor man's version of Death Spa. So it's kind of funny. And funny in the movie, they tag the word Death Spa on the window. There's like a part of the movie where they're writing this graffiti stuff in the window to freak out the people there. They put Death Spa on it. So I thought that was an homage to Death Spa, just to do it for spite or what, but I caught that in that. So yeah, kind of a funny little tidbit right there. But yeah, man, just a fun one to watch. Very 80s, awesome songs, cool cheesy deaths. Nice little twist ending to this thing. I enjoyed it. Fun watch right here. I already watched it twice already in the past week, so it is just awesome. I love it. Yeah, fun stuff, man. Killer Workout is killer. And last but not, certainly not least is this one on Blu-ray. Shock 'Em Dead right here. Heavy metal cult classic right here, man. Hilarious, awesome stuff. Love it right here. Directed by Mark Freed, starring Tracy Lords right there. And I believe in her first role, like mainstream role after she left the porn industry, I believe is this one, Shock 'Em Dead. And she plays a manager of this heavy metal band, kind of a glam metal band meets heavy metal band. And they're looking for a guitarist because, like, in the following couple of days, they got to do the showcase to hopefully get signed to a major record label. So they're hiring these guitarists, and then they go through this audition process, and they get this one geeky guy. The actor's name is Stephen Quadros, but he plays the character of Angel Martin in this thing. Well, that's his name later on in the movie. But yeah, so they audition, they make fun of him because he's such a geek, and he's such a nerd, so he gets all, bent out of shape. And he works at this weird pizza place, and things aren't going well with this guy. He's like a total dork. The boss doesn't like him there, tells him to fuck off, and the girls don't like him. He can't pay his rent, lives in this weird trailer. And what's awesome about this movie is a connection with my buddy Wet Movie 1, because his dad is the landlord manager at this trailer park. He's in this movie. He plays in this movie. So Wet Movie 1's dad is in this movie right here. You see him in it. It is freaking awesome. It's hilarious. He plays a really cool character, I think. His name is Yankee Sullivan. That's his actor's name. Stage name in the movie. That's like his actor's stage name is Yankee Sullivan. So he plays this crazy landlord guy that picks on him. But later on, he meets this like weird woman, and he makes like a wish, pretty much a deal with the devil. He signs his soul to the devil right here, and he wishes to become a heavy metal guitarist aficionado, a neoclassical sensation. He wants to be the best guitarist ever. So he gets that wish. There's a price to pay, though. Pretty much sells his soul for the devil right there. There's the back right there with him with the hair. And he goes by the name Angel Martin. That's his name he chooses in the movie. He plays these crazy guitar licks, like these crazy things. And so he goes back to the audition where they made fun of him before. So he plays there. He wins over the audition. He's like a crazy guitarist, way better than the band itself. And so they accept him, and then he pretty much has everything you ever wanted in this thing. It's a gigantic house. He has women everywhere. Pretty much anything he wants. So then he gets kind of hungry during, like, later on that night. He gets kind of hungry, so he tries to eat something, but he can't digest the food, and he barfs it up. This crazy barf stuff comes out of him. And then the women, like his little minion women in the movie, kind of like his little like maids or something like that. They kind of help him out during the movie. They say you cannot eat food. You gotta kill people and devour their souls to survive. So he learns there's a catch for him selling the soul to the devil. He has to kill people, take their souls, and that's how he feeds. And so that's kind of what happens. And he gets all more obsessed with being like this star, and he falls in love with Tracy Lords, and this crazy stuff, but she's going out with the guy in the band. All this crazy stuff goes on right there after that. Fun movie right here. Super, super fun flick. I've always liked this movie. I like this movie so much, I even have it on VHS. I got 2 copies of this VHS. This one's kind of faded the cover, but I got another copy of it in my drawer there. The cover's a lot better. But yeah, just a fun movie. Kind of a hard one to find before, because it was never, I think it was on DVD a long time ago, and then after that, it was only available on video. So, but yeah, just a fun watch. Really cool heavy metal horror flick right here. Fun stuff. I enjoyed it. It's not the greatest movie ever, but it's just really low budget. Just, like really low budget quality kind of effects and things like that. But it has a cool cheese element to it. Really cool guitar ripping in this thing. And the guitar parts are done by this guy named Michelangelo. He's a neoclassical guitarist. He does all the actual guitar work in this thing. But yeah, just some fun stuff right here. Fun cheese. And what's way cool too, my buddy Brendan, Wet Movie 1, his dad is in this movie. That was way, way cool right there. Nice little connecting thing, I thought. That was just made this movie even better. I never knew that until he told me, and I was like, wow, that is awesome right there. But yeah, I mean, fun watch. Load up with extras. There's commentary. There's cool interviews with the cast. They even go over their audition tapes, and we watch them in the reactions when they watch their old audition tapes from back in the day. It's a cool cult classic, kind of funny, cool movie right here. I definitely recommend checking this out. It's a fun watch right here, especially if you like heavy metal horror movies. Definitely get this right here on Blu-ray. It looks cool. Not an amazing transfer, pretty much like videotape quality, the transfer, but the special features are in Blu-ray high definition quality. Fun stuff right here. Definitely cool one to have in the collection. Alright, that does it for my DVD Blu-ray reviews right there, CineStalker style. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your feedback of it. And then if you guys got these titles too, let me know what you thought of them, what kind of stuff you guys got recently. Links down below where you can get these movies at right here. Really cool flicks. And I'll catch you guys later next one. I'll see ya.